mercy. Oh, whoa, Lord have mercy. My wife said, can we rent him? I want to say thanks. He's been a friend, and he's our brother from when we first started Jblass. Curtis has been down, and so I'm glad that he was able to make it tonight. This is just not just for us, he's part of this too. He's part of this too. Alright, so I'm gonna be quick. I just want to introduce some people actually. As Jblass, which started as Jblass. In 2010 has grown to be Jblass Entertainment Incorporated. So, and there has been, you know, those diehards from the beginning. Just only when I said, listen, I need help, can you help me? And that's just, you know, even if it's just me complaining or throwing out ideas, they did that. So when I call your name, move quickly. Patricia Blassingame. Come on up here. Medina Francis. I'm gonna do this in pairs so we can, because I want to give them their due. The first call I ever made, they were on it. The first meeting call for the first concert on February 12th, 2010. They were on that call, and I couldn't have done it without them. They're sisters. They're sisters. They're not just, you know, friends. And why did my voice just go real high? But yeah, they're sisters, and they've shown themselves to be sisters. Yeah. And I want to say thank you. And it's just more to come. All right? Natasha, Villagy, and Medina first. All right. I'm gonna go with the muscle next. All right, you gotta move this, you gotta pick this up, you gotta carry this over here, because I can't do it, I just can't do it. I can't lift nothing up. I can't do nothing. When the idea first came out, I believe I was in a car, I was in my truck, and I was going to Brooklyn, and I had Quentin and Khalid in the car with me. And I said, you know, Spirit been telling me to start this company, Jblass Entertainment. And I said, I don't know, this sounds expensive. I just want to let y'all know I'm a quarter Jewish, so when I said expensive, there was some trepidation there. But the answer I got was, go for it. And so every concert, every show, every time I need to do inventory for something, I call Quentin Tiny Ellaby. And Khalid Rodney Smith. When I took the picture with them and the video camera was pointing, I said, the muscle. And then I stepped back and I said, the number 10. So don't mess with them. Don't mess with them. That's it. So I love these guys, my godson and my brother. And, you know, whenever I call them, they're right over at the house to be right there for me. So I want to say thank you to Quentin and Khalid Smith. All right. Some of those things form a board, do your bylaws, and I cringed at that because that means that was work. And so that was work that I had to actually think about. You know, I had to think when I was doing it. And so in this process, I've been very fortunate that I actually, from day one, when God says something, I actually done it. That's why I haven't, you know, fell out yet. You know, when I got my tax return and negative. I didn't fall out yet. I haven't passed out yet. And so, and what happened was, when he says it, and I actually go to these people, no one has yet turned me down. And we have actually grown from each person. So I'm right now just going through this. When we went to the corporation, we actually had to form a board, and so we did. And so I'm going to start off with the one that's not here today because she's in the hospital.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's home yet.
No.
No, she's still in the hospital because when I texted, she was still in. And that's Patricia Guy. Now, I say the word Patricia, even though it's spelled Patricia, but it's Patricia. And she will correct me. So this is on video, and her people's there, so I did say it right, pronounce it the correct way, Patricia. When I tell you someone who thinks and reacts and thinks and she makes sure that every I is dotted and every T is crossed. And what I like about it is, regardless of what I say, if it don't sound right,
That's right.
we gotta talk it out until we figure this out. And so I want to give a shout out to Patricia. Wow. All right, next, here we go. Come on, where you at, Patricia? Patricia Blassingame. Spell this out. All right, she might have heard me fuss and argue more than anybody
I know that's
in this
right.
company. Whenever I'm upset and things ain't going right, I call her because she'll let me yell and say stuff. No bad stuff, but she let me say stuff. And so, from the beginning, and she believed it, as much as I did. Until one point, she was convincing me. I was like, maybe you need to go talk to these people because you just sold me. All right, I'll buy my house again, no problem. But when I tell you she's been a blessing, she has so many skills that is so needed when you're doing a company. I send over a document and I don't worry about it after that because I know it's filed and labeled and I know it's there. And so when I say, oh, can I see this, it's right there. And so she lets us use our home for our meetings. Boy, and she feeds us. We even did a breakfast meeting. Lord have mercy. You gotta eat something. And so we want to thank Patricia. And now let me bring up the next one. Elden Blassingame. Come on. We're here for the whole week until it's time for the event. And then all of a sudden, we need to talk. No, we gotta talk. Come on, let's go. And so that's what. But she's actually the person that actually, when I want the truth, this is who I go to. And so help me God, she's strong on it. So I want to say thank you very much for your hard work. All right, we get into it. All right, one of our newest members, Kenneth. He is I know. Kenny, he shook my hand now, but he was fussing me out earlier. So that's all we gotta say. Somebody gotta do it. But he, what? It's so funny. We had these meetings and the ideas. So I mean, when I tell you that Jblass Entertainment really is, you haven't seen anything. You really haven't seen anything yet. These guys is kicking it out there. And so I just want to thank the chairman of the board. He's the black Frank Sinatra, because he will rub you out. He will be backing. I also want to thank the other member of the board, and it's kind of foreseen, and that's Natassia. We don't agree on nothing. Nothing. How much to spend? Nothing. But what she does do is when we get into our meetings, she allows us as a team to decide what's going to happen. And if I say we really do this, and she says, okay, no problem, go ahead. I'll hear it next day, but go ahead, go. And so I want to say thank you very much for your support, brother. All right. The first gig we ever did outside, and this is last person, and I saved her for last because you know what? She was, people might say, well, she was, outside, but she's not outside. She's actually family.
Yeah.
She's, she comes to Victory Morning. Victory. But when I tell you, she's always has something going on, and she's always thinking about us. The Tremaine situation there, and the connections, and always saying, hey, I'm going to Harlem. I'm going to take these out there because they're doing something with the Soul Stars or whoever these quartet groups are. But I want to say Sissy. I was going to say her first name, but I really can't get it out. I'm just going to say Stan Williams. C. Stan Williams. She is a wonderful, wonderful person. And it just kind of works out like that. She's a wonderful person. And to everyone, to Remedy, Leah, Jillian, Brittany, you guys like to go to whenever we need a gig, real quick. And the Good Sisters. Oh, I got a surprise. Hey, y'all gotta look at the flyer. The Good Sisters actually recording a song at the live recording. And also, just to find out, I was just reminded, Whitney is actually a new member of the Jblass team. Coming with her little fresh ideas from Staten Island. Her little fresh ideas. And this guy right here. You want to talk about maestro? This dude is disgusting. He is, I talk to him so much. I gotta check my phone bill. Because we talk all the time.